So I wanted to give you guys a little update on my sweep build. I haven't been playing it too much, mostly because I've been farming for more Hellfire necklaces. And after 70 friggin' uh, souls, this is the best one I have, which is crap. It has really nice gold find, which I might try and get a socket to pop in the Boon of the Hoarder. Anyways, a few notable upgrades that I've got. The Cinder Coat, which really helps with this build. I did actually lose some fire damage because I had an awesome set of Mage Fists, but the reduced resource really comes in handy, and it especially comes in handy when you're only fighting one mob. One of the major problems I had before with this build was the lack of single target DPS because you were wrath starved. You didn't have enough to get, there wasn't enough mobs to get your wrath back per hit. But this really helps with it. A few of the other things I've changed. I got a string of ears, which really helps a lot too, especially when you're always standing in those big groups in melee. It really helps. If I had a higher shield block chance, I might want to switch it for the angel hair braid, just because all the different effects of punish. But the 30% reduced melee is awesome. I mean, I might even try and get a storm shield, because if you get that up to 60, you wouldn't die from melee, but it's usually not what you have to worry about anyway. I did level up swiftness. I was running it on my monk, but I decided to try it with this build. Since you have multiple things that are giving you attack speed, you have sweep that's giving you attack speed, I have slash that's giving me attack speed, I have my pain enhancer which gives me attack speed, and then swiftness also does. So I think the highest I've seen my sheet damage go, completely just self-buffed. So Acrorats, all the stacks of swiftness, all the Roland stacks, was about 4 million, and that's just off my stuff alone. And I don't know if it's because it's the high attack speed, but the Smite gem seems to proc like crazy. I'm going to be in the process of leveling it up soon, but it seems to, where your attack speed is retarded, it just constantly smiting, and I think that's part of the reason why single target DPS is so high. I'm going to be trying this build. I need a few different pieces of gear to make it work, so change some things out. But I would really want to see how far this build can go. I've took it up to about 26 by myself, and the Roland set, you keep dying. I lost so much toughness switching from my Akon set to Roland's. I even socketed, as you can see, all diamonds, and I've still lost tons of toughness. And you do lose survivability, even grabbing Indestructible. The good thing about Indestructible is most of the time you can end up killing all the enemies before it runs out. But you're almost dying every, if you pull 2 packs at a time, you're proccing Indestructible almost every time, which ends up sucking. I think a Hellfire neck with a decent passive would, a passive I use to free up another one would really help. Because really I'm running nothing at the moment for healing. If I could somehow, get a Hellfire to get one of these to pick up Wrathful, I think, you're constantly spending Wrath but gaining it again, so you'd be healing yourself like crazy. So another one of the small, I guess it's annoyances with this build, it's not too much of a problem, is that Sweep seems to be one of those spells that suffers from poor hitbox, poor targeting. Half the time you're holding it down and it's not attacking. I don't know if it thinks you're targeting the person and 10 packs back or something, but for whatever reason it's not attacking. It's one of the specs where you pretty well constantly want to be holding the ground. That's pretty well your, every time you see something that you want to attack, you want to hold the ground. Now this rift is only a 24. This spec does the trials really bad. Most of the time I go on my pet satyr or another character to do the trials, just because this one, if you don't have something constantly to attack, you're not building up the stacks of your attack damage. So when you get to the higher levels, you don't have the time to build up all your attack before they show up, before you can kill them. And I find too with this build, it's easier to kill packs of mobs, even packs of elite mobs, than it is to just kill one of them. So if you're at the situation where I kind of am now and there's only one guy around, half the time I'll go and pull another elite pack. Because if you're attacking one, you're only getting like 3 wrath back for hit, but if you're attacking 3 of them, you're getting 9, which with enough reduced resource cost and the Cinder Code, sweep's really only costing 10 wrath per hit. So the more you have, the easier it ends up being. So if I end up with an extra health mob and there's only one of them left, or one stubborn mob and it's taking me too long to kill them, I just run, go find more, pile them all together, and kill them all. As you can see, 24, I mean, I was doing T6 fairly easy. 24 is pretty easy. I think the 26 I did was in like 8 minutes, so it's a work in progress. I'd like at some point this to be somewhat competitive with pony spam, but I don't think it ever really will be. I mean, pony spam has so much advantages. You're sitting at a distance, you're stunning, you're not getting close up, you're not getting in melee range, you're not taking as many hits. Hopefully Blizzard looks at the leaderboards, because I think you probably need to go down about 800 people before you find one that's not pony spam. And to me that signifies a problem. It doesn't mean that pony spam needs to be nerfed. It means they need to think of other ideas. They need to think of other ways to make these other builds viable. Possibly if they put in a shield that synergizes well with sweep. I don't know what it could do. I mean, you already got enough wrath regen if you could add bonus damage, if you could add an effect to it. The same with Shield Bash, if they could add in a two-handed flail that does something to Shield Bash, I think it would make it a lot better. Or if they switch some of the set bonuses around for Roland. A lot of people have brought this up, and I think I've heard it a lot in the forums and talking to people, that it's almost like the 2 set bonuses should be switched. Because it just, I don't know, it feels like they are opposites of each other. The 4 set is better than the 6 set, which in some ways it is, but I guess I'll wait and finish this guy off. Why the hell did they spawn so far away sometimes? I had one in the 2 levels that are before Mathiel, with all those different level platforms, had a Greater Rift there, and he spawned so far away. I think I ended up having to take like 3 or 4 different gates to get to him. It was just stupid. So you see what I'm doing is basically just watching, trying to get all the stats up I can, and trying to keep them up. It's not hard. It's, I don't know. And there I am. 4 mil. That's not bad. I think a lot of the single target DPS depends on that smite gem though. I see a lot of smite hits. And Greater Rifts, like I said, most of the time with Rift boss is in T6. I'm grabbing, 5 or 6 mobs and pulling them towards them. It's just so much easier to kill them. So much quicker. Oh yay, what are they? Probably Blackthorns. No, they're Roland's boots. I think I have 3 of them now though. I kept a pair that was sweep, and I kept a pair that was shield bash. Anyways, I just wanted to do a quick build update video show. Some people have been getting lots of questions. People add me to friends list randomly and wanted to take a look at the build. I think I probably can get it a little bit better. I'm hoping to make at least a dent on the leaderboards, then be able to show, at least you don't have to throw ponies at people. Stampede's alright. I mean, I was Stampede for about 2 weeks. I have the gear for it. It works great. It's just, I thought it was mind-numbingly boring. I mean, this spec you're gonna die more, but you're gonna have fun doing it, and that's the important thing. So I'm gonna try and get, I don't know, maybe even top 500 on the non-seasonal leaderboard. make me happy. Just to show that this spec is somewhat viable, and I'm sure there's people out there that might be able to tweak it and make it even better. I'm not pretending that this is the best way to go, or even possibly the way to go. This is how I found to get a spec that I enjoy, that I like to do, that isn't Stampede. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna keep playing this and see how far it gets me. Thanks.